Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about a film prop replica that I possess. This is the Elder Wand. So the Elder Wand was owned by Dumbledore for the majority of the films, but it has a really rich history to it. So Dumbledore is not the original owner of this wand. If you have seen the movies or read the books, you would know that. The wand was actually created by Death himself, or it's said to believe that he's been created by Death himself, and Death created the three Deathly Hallows, the Elder Wand, the Cloak of Invisibility, and the Resurrection Stone. Specifically, the Elder Wand was created from Elderwood, and the core of the wand was created from the tail hair of a Thestral. So let's dive a little more into the history of the wand. So there's a tale of three brothers, and the three of them sought out a mission to cheat Death for a short period of time, seeking these three Deathly Hallows that Death created. The oldest brother, Antioch, sought out to have the most powerful wand in the world, which is what the Elder Wand is said to be. So how did Dumbledore end up with it? So in the movies and the books, we find out that the Elder Wand is passed on by besting a previous owner in a specific way. So whether this be murdering, but it didn't always have to be murder. You didn't have to murder your opponent in order to be the new owner of this wand. Even as simple as disarming an opponent could earn you the power of owning this wand. So this created a lot of confusion in the wizarding world. For a lot of different wizards, specifically Voldemort. So he thought that by murdering your opponent or the previous owner, that you'd be able to inherit the wand. So he sends off Draco Malfoy to go murder Dumbledore. But he later finds out that Severus Snape is the one to actually murder Dumbledore. So in his mind, he thinks that Severus Snape is the owner of the Elder Wand, when really Draco was the one who disarmed Dumbledore. So this is where a lot of the confusion kicks in. So Voldemort goes to steal the wand from Dumbledore's grave because the wand is buried with him. And Voldemort realizes that the wand is not working properly for him, or so he thinks. So he thinks that by murdering Snape, who he believes is the owner of the wand will comply to him, because then he will become the true owner of the wand. But really, he doesn't realize that he has to murder or disarm Draco in order to become the real owner of the wand, which is something that Harry actually does at Malfoy Manor. So we see Harry disarm Draco and become the new owner of the Elder Wand, even though Draco doesn't even possess the Elder Wand with him at that moment of time. And this is how Harry ended up being the final owner of the wand. The reason why he's the final owner is because he ended up breaking it and throwing it off the bridge at Hogwarts. And he does this after defeating Voldemort, who was using the Elder Wand against him. So knowing all of this, to me, the symbols of the Power Wand are power and greed. And this is something that can be relayed into the real world as well. Everybody desires the greed for the best and most valuable items. For example, a sports car. So a lot of sports cars are stolen because people who are less fortunate or less wealthy desire such an expensive car and go and steal them. So this is the similar kind of way to how wizards will murder or disarm other wizards just so that they could have this wand, because it is the most powerful wand in the world. And owning this wand can be a symbol of wealth. So if you have this wand, you are considered probably the most powerful wizard in the world. Similar to how if you own a sports car, people will look at you and think that, oh, that person's well off or they're wealthy. Everybody desires something high-end or expensive as a symbol of power or wealth. So it's interesting to see how an Elder Wand can be a symbol of something in the real world like this, in this case. When talking with other Harry Potter fans about novelty items that we might possess, I will talk about the Elder Wand because I have the Elder Wand and Harry's wand as well. And this could spark up a lot of conversation about where the wand originated from, because as I said before, the wand was said to be created by Death himself. However, in the movies and novels, Dumbledore believes that the eldest brother, Antioch, was the one to actually create the wand and not Death himself. I know even when I was younger and watching the movies and reading the books that I was mad when Harry threw away the wand and broke it. Because I was like, how could you throw something away that's so valuable? This is also something that other people might not be able to see as well. They might not be able to see that by owning the wand, Harry has such a big target on his back, and then he even comes to the realization that he defeated Voldemort while Voldemort was using the Elder Wand. So if this is the most powerful wand in the world, then how is Harry defeating it using Draco Malfoy's wand? So he realizes himself that he doesn't even need the wand to be the most powerful wizard in the world, and he doesn't want this fame and this attraction drawn to him for other wizards to come seek out this wand that he might have. So by getting rid of it, This eliminates an entire death trail that has happened over the years in the wizarding world. So a really cool novelty item that I am proud to have. It was really cool to get this wand from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Universal Orlando Resort. Highly recommend going to check that out because that place is super cool. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me talk about this very cool novelty item.